James motherfucking Harden. There's nothing from Max in terms of Klint Kubiak. Now, again, this could be nothing. Max could be in the building today, and he could be celebrating, with, with this team and with this new coaching, with this new coaching staff. I don't want to put it out there that there's more to this, but it's clearly he didn't post anything with Kubiak. Do you think there's something to this?
No.
Oh, okay.
Look, listening to him last week and saying what he said, that he's been told really not to say much over these last few years. But at the same time, the little that you do say at times causes an uproar and causes a shitstorm, whether it being a media shitstorm or it causes a shitstorm amongst Raider Nation. Now, looking at this tweet right here, people right off the bat are going to be like, oh, come to Cleveland, come to the Browns.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of hearing that shit when it comes to players. But I put this out there last week during the live that I did. Do not invest in players. Do not fucking put your heart and soul in players, because at the end of the fucking day, this is a business. We saw it with Josh Jacobs. I've put it out there. I love that kid. I had him in that draft class. I'm like, we're going to get him. This is baby beast mode. This is beast mode 2.0. Da. Fucking Telesco ran his ass out of here for no fucking reason. Don't be invested, man. Don't be invested, and just take this shit as it goes right now. Would I be sad to see him go? Yes, because this is a guy that has said it time and time again he wants to be a Raider. So we just let's go through the new league year. Let's see if anything happens, but I doubt it. I fucking doubt it.
Real quick, let me write this message. I just got a very interesting message.
And salute to Dylan. This shit was funny as hell last night. I sent him a text in Japanese. Legit Japanese lettering. I was like, oh, I know you're on your trip. I just wanted to say hello, my friend, in Japanese. And he's like, bro, whenever you decide to go, let me know. I will recommend so many spots for you. I want to go every year. I'm like, that's on my bucket list, but it's going to happen whether it being this summer or within the next year or two. But I'm going to Japan.
Hey, Jason, are you still in the chat? I just got an interesting message right now, and I was told I can actually share it. Again, I don't want to put my dog on Front Street, so I will not. But got some interesting information here. Who is our strength coach?
Tell me Deuce is gone.
All I got was a message that says, I was told that the Raiders are targeting Lauren Landau, Notre Dame's strength coach. Just wanted to get that on your radar. So it looks as though the Raiders are potentially targeting Lauren Landau, Notre Dame's strength coach. So the name to keep an eye on potentially may move on from Deuce, or maybe you just add him to the staff. I don't know if they clean up here, but it looks as though we may be targeting.
They're going to clean up the Deuce.
So D-Mick, we're both Notre Dame guys, right? So LV, you already know as well, my brother. So there's some interesting information there, right there. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Salute to my guy. Once again, I'm not going to put his name on Front Street. I don't want to get him in trouble, but was told the Raiders are targeting Lauren Landau, Notre Dame's strength coach. Just wanted to get that on your radar. So an interesting name to keep an eye on.
Well, pardon me, guys. I'm going to go drop a Deuce right now.
A podcast. Drop a pod. So, hey, again, I love Deuce too, but maybe the Raiders are ready to kind of, wash themselves of the Gruden name. I don't know. We'll see. And Deuce has been good. But again, it looks like they may be looking outside of Henderson for he said Deuce has a 10-year contract too. Yo. Salute the Demon King, my dog, man. Appreciate you, my brother. As always, man. He's just laughing. I know, bro, right? With Notre Dame, it's been a rough year, man. We don't get included in the playoffs. We're losing some coaches, and yeah, man, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But you know what? Going from the Notre Dame to the Raiders, I love it. And we'll see. Dylan was retained too, our running backs coach. I know we had an interview with Kansas City, but we'll see if he sticks around. But just some interesting information. Do with that as you may, you guys. But yeah, What do you expect today from this presser, man? Like what is your
I don't know. And the thing is, we can't sit here like I thought about this over the last couple of days, and I know that the media is not going to ask this question, nor will Klint really be able to answer the question right now in terms of who are you bringing on the staff with you.
Yeah.
I gave a list of names last week. I know you just talked about Jim Schwartz and
real quick too, Deuce's strength and conditioning assistant. So
he's not even the guy. He's an assistant.
Yeah, so he may stick around. So for some reason, I always thought he was just the strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah.
He's been around for so long. But yes, he's actually, this is coming from Raiders.com. He's the strength and conditioning assistant. So he may stick around. He may stick around. Good.
Just thinking about Schwartz, like this is a guy that we talked about last week. We did a show where we went through a list of coordinators and coaches that could definitely fit and have a very great relationship with Klint Kubiak. And Jim Schwartz was like my top guy for defensive coordinator. Now, he did resign with the Browns. My opinion, rightfully so. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't have considered him as the head coach for the Cleveland Browns. But
he did. He was actually
like why they didn't make him the head coach. It was like, oh, we're giving it. And he's like, all right, fuck you guys too. I don't want to be here now. But
you know why they did that though? It's because they have these young quarterbacks. They have Watson coming back from an injury. They wanted to go offensive side of the ball, and they thought that Monken can come in and turn that thing around with those young quarterbacks. Somebody has to be able to get those quarterbacks going, and Schwartz wasn't going to be the guy to do it.
Yeah, like I love his defensive mindset. Again, this is when it comes to the D line, you're looking at a wide 9. If Max is here, you see what fucking Myles Garrett does in Cleveland under Schwartz. Imagine Schwartz being here and having Max. Maybe Max will fucking exceed fucking Myles Garrett's record, or even get close to it.
That's tough. Myles Garrett is just a different animal.
Who's
Myles Garrett, and then there's everybody else.
Who's the other one that I talked about? Janocko.
Yeah,
could see him as the OC. I've talked about maybe even bringing his brother Clay in. You never know. Like I know that
Clay is remaining with the Niners. He's the
Clay
OC.
is staying. Yeah, all right, so this was a week ago. So
when he took his name out of the hat,
yeah.
He committed back to the Niners, and Shanahan already said he's not allowing him to take any lateral moves.
I like Janocko. I like what's the other one? Dirty. Yeah, I think those are some names right now that we definitely need to keep an eye out on, and if they are part of this coaching staff,
I think it's Durde, right? Is it Durde?
I don't know. Dirty. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of them shits.
Yeah. I'm normally the wordsmith, and I'm good with naming for the most part, except for certain last names. But those are some names you really want to keep an eye out on right now. And I'm thrilled. I'm excited. Like, look, we knew that he agreed last week. It was a matter of let's get through the Super Bowl. And you heard it right after the game. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to Las Vegas. Like, fuck, why? Fucking why?
Real quick, salute to Sleepy Man gifting 5 Raider Nation Unlimited. News Today memberships, also becoming a member over on Hammer's channel.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
We appreciate you, brother. Salute to all the new members over there at Raider Nation News Today, man. Appreciate you, Sleep. Sleep has been bringing it all show long, man. Salute to you. I think Cool brings Benton and Durde.
Yeah, Benton I've been talking about for like 2 weeks already. He's been following Coobs for like the last 2 years. So I am 1,000% in on that. You see what Seattle's offensive line did, and the rankings in terms of that offensive production throughout the year as well. Like, again, it is a fucking great day to be alive in Raider Nation, most definitely.
Man. Salute to LV, man. Stoutland for thick frames. Let me say this. I don't know if he's even going to coach this year. I really don't. He's one of, if not the best O-line coach in the NFL. I don't know if, I don't think there's a connection at all, LV, between him. And I haven't done my homework on it with him and Kubiak. I just think that Benton's going to be the guy. I think that they're going to build that thing up. They've been building it up for the last few years. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see any change from that. I honestly, what I believe they're going to do is Bring him over, have him be the O-line coach, and give him. He could be potentially the OC. They can give him a higher, and have him run the O-line, or maybe an assistant head coach, like they did with Leslie Frazier out there in Seattle, something like that, to bring him over to Vegas. But I think Benton Fowles his guy. I really do. I think Benton Fowles his guy. I think he will be the dude. Papa T, did they let Schwartz walk? The thing is, he resigned.
He resigned, bro. He sent a letter to them, more or less. Yeah, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool, and fuck you, I'm out.
You turn this. Oh, it starts in 8 minutes.
So they pushed it because it was supposed to be 2 p.m. Eastern.
Well, it was meant to be to start this show early then. So
well, I'm glad that I'm here, bro.
Minutes. Yes, 8 minutes in the press conference will start, you guys. And, the shield will be turning probably for a little while. So we know how this thing goes. Demon King, my brother, man, gifting 5 Raider Nation news today. Memberships, my brother. Salute to my guys. Salute to the 10 new members over there, Hammers channel. You guys are very much so, very well appreciated. If you guys want to become members, again, hit the links. They're pinned up top. It definitely helps us keep the lights on. Darren Caps, NFL Network was saying Jake Peets and Andrew Janocko could be names from Seattle to watch. Facts. I think that Peets is going to take the OC job in Seattle. Honestly, yeah. I think they're going to keep him. Honestly, I think it's going to be Janocko and it'll be Benton coming over. Personally, that's the guys I think that may come over. But I could be wrong. But I think they're going to try and keep Peets out there in Seattle. So let me see. He said if Darnay Holmes has a job on this team next year, it's a wrap. Yo, that's hilarious, bro. He said you started early, so they pushed theirs up. Talk that shit, Funk. Talk. Mark, I have no idea. I'm not going to sit here and try to sell you a false, I don't know. I'll say this. Max is always in the building. He told you the other day, right? Everybody wants to go off of what Max is saying. Max is always in the building. There shouldn't be any difference, right? It's 11 o'clock. It's prime real estate for him. He's in there from 6 to 2 every day. So I don't know why he wouldn't be in there. Yeah, I would expect him to, if anything, be probably in the back, hanging out like he did, with Pete.
That's the one thing I'm hoping for right now, because I feel that that'll kind of calm some people down with all this bullshit that's been spewed out over the last week.
Yeah, I don't think it's bullshit, but I hear you. Well, let me say this. I think a lot of it is bullshit, but not all of it is bullshit.
Right.
That report about telling Tom he'd retire before he played with the Raiders again, ultra cap. I'm not buying that at all. Like, come on, man.
I saw that shit last night, and I just started laughing to myself. I'm like, fuck it, like, yeah, what fucking idiot decided to throw this out here?
Yeah, a guy that literally was let go from his last job, allegedly, for reckless reporting. So, yeah, take that as you.
I can't make this shit up.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, bro. Indiana, we got to link up. Definitely. We got 8 minutes here, you guys, before the press conference starts. So stay tuned. Again, salute to everybody here in the building. As always, we will be live streaming it as we always do. So stay tuned, man. Klint Kubiak he's on the clock right now. It's going to be an exciting time in Raider Nation, man. I'm pumped for this. I'm hyped. Ron Justice says, beast mode with the Raiders chant incoming. Nah, not this time, Justice. It was Pete Carroll. You never know, right? I mean, coming over from Seattle, the back-to-back Seahawks head coach. Maybe we shall see. Gen X, Kansas in the house, and another place where Klint Kubiak coached.
Who's going to Pittsburgh, y'all? I'm just curious.
I found me a flight yesterday, and I'm looking at rooms and Airbnbs.
Wait, you found a flight to Pittsburgh?
Mm-hmm. I looked at
taking a road trip with us.
Well, Wasted was talking about if he goes, he's flying.
Oh, now he's flying. You motherfucker.
All right, I'll fly. The flights are cheaper to go to Newark, but we're going to drive what, 6 hours?
Yeah, I'll fly. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, bro. We'll just meet all up out there, go get an Airbnb and kick it. Why not?
All in, baby. All in.
Under 5 minutes, you guys. Again, under 5 minutes. We'll put this on the screen now. Salute to Vicky as well, becoming a member. We appreciate you, fam. If you guys want to become members, again, you guys hit the link. It's pinned up top. It definitely helps us keep the lights on. I'm going to make this a little, hold on real quick, Hammer. This shit is crazy how they do
Getting
it.
dizzy.
All right, that's cool. We'll keep it like that. So, Vicky, appreciate you, fam.
Thank you, Vicky. Appreciate you.
All right. Let me ask you this, because I know you haven't been that active because you've been working like crazy. I'm starting to warm up now to Alec Pierce. If Indianapolis allows him to move, if they really let him move, I think that he could be phenomenal in this system with Kubiak. I think that he could be like Mendoza's, like Charlie Becker. What do you think about Alec Pierce? Would you pay him $20 million to come in to be the wide receiver one, coming off of a career year?
20? Yes.
Let me see. I'm going to look up.
We didn't pay Jacoby. We traded Jacoby.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He fits the timeline.
Sign me up for Alec Pierce on a 3-year deal.
Market value ranging from 4 years and $80 million to $92 million. So anywhere between $20 and $23 million.
Yeah, why not?
Annually. So projected contract, 4 years, $80 million, 20.2 average, according to Spytek. Potential high-end deal, a 4-year, $92 million deal proposed with $23 million annually.
Yeah,
coming off 25 years old, still young. It's not a Jacoby situation. We got a guy that's going to come in and be the guy that's going to grow with Brock and company.
Yeah, why the fuck not? Why not? Like, look, I know. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, big bro. Graph is all for George Pickens.
I am all pro. Oh well, no, you better say all pro when you mention George Pickens.
All right, all pro George Pickens.
There you go, all pro wide receiver George Pickens.
But, and I've talked about this for probably months at this point, he's going to get franchise tagged by Dallas. He's going to be making $28 million a year. Only way that's going to work now, if the Raiders do decide to trade for him, that they got to fucking pay him on the spot. Are you willing to pay him in excess of $35+ million a year?
Yeah, appears to be a lot cheaper.
Yeah,
they're both young. They're both really young.
Yeah.
So, again, look, man, I would love to have either one of them. I mean, if you can go get your wide receiver one in free agency, you don't have to worry about doing anything in the draft. You can go just defense. I would preferably go get your number one in free agency if possible to bring in with Besh and Brock and those guys. Shaheed, you guys, we love him. He's a Klint Kubiak guy, played in New Orleans, played in Seattle, got a championship. But again, he's not a number one wide receiver. He's not.
No, he's definitely not.
He's an all-pro returner.
He's a gadget guy.
Yeah.
And all, like, respectfully, it's not a knock on the kid at all. He's a gadget guy.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the offensive line, though? Are you still looking at guys like Braden Smith? Are you looking at
I am.
Linderbaum? Like,
I am.
And I know also new TV deal again. So the salary cap went up again. Mm-hmm. Where does that put us? Because I know we were at like the 110 range.
They still have us. I don't know why they're saying this now. They're still reporting that it's still $90 million.
It should. I'm trying to, like, with the way that they up the salary cap, it should be like probably closer to 120. I think. Okay, that's what I want to try to understand this as much as I try to understand the business. I don't want to say try, because I do understand the business in a lot of different aspects, but I want them to try to clarify this now and tell us solely exactly where we're at in terms of that cap space, because it's a better idea. And I know down the road, probably in the next few weeks, because we're about a month away from the start of the new league year, we'll sit here and we'll dive into free agents that we would love to have and give the ballpark of what a fair contract is for these guys as well. So we'll see. I guarantee you 10 seconds, they're going to open this up and you're going to have the crew on. We're going to have to shut that off until we have to shut it off at the podium.
Yeah. And let me see.
Yeah, shut this shit off.
All right, we'll watch it from behind the scenes, and we'll see. Once they bring up the, Klint Kubiak and Spytek to talk, we'll show it. But right now, they'll definitely knock us with this. But I'm opening up. I'm opening up to the opportunity to bring in Alec Pierce, and I love Alec Pierce. I was really high on him coming out of Cincinnati. It's no knock to him at all. But I don't think Shaheed, I would love it again. But like you said, he's a gadget guy. Like, he's never had 800 yards receiving in a season. You know what I mean? Like ever.
Right.
So I don't know if he is the guy. He's never had over 5 touchdowns in an NFL season. So if you're going to go out there and get a guy, go get Alec Pierce. Had over 1,000 this year. Didn't he lead the league in yards per reception, I believe? I mean, the kid is special. I just don't know if he's going to, if Indianapolis is going to allow him to.
El Chino, it's funny that you mentioned that, and shout out to my guy Joe. He brought up a thought of Dobbs being in Vegas as well. How do you feel about that?
I like Romeo Doubs. Watched him since Nevada, right? I'm not. He's just not. He doesn't move the needle to me.
Okay.
He'd be another guy in the building to me. That's just how I feel. You know, could he be something? I mean, bro, they were waiting in Green Bay for one of those guys to become the guy. What has been the knock out there? Like Matthew Golden didn't have a touchdown all season long until I think the playoffs, where he had one finally, I believe.
Yeah.
But they've been waiting for one of those guys. He's still young. He's only 25 years old. But again, he hasn't been the guy that they thought he was going to be. You know what I mean? He'd be interesting. I mean, 700 plus yards this past season, 6 touchdowns. But again, it's just, if you move on from Jacoby and you don't pay him, you know, coming off of 1,000-yard receiving year the year prior, I know the age gap, and I know that we wanted to send him, you know, he wanted out, you know, and we sent him to a contender, which is great. But again, I don't know if Romeo does really moves the needle for me personally. If you're going to pay somebody, go out and just get the guy. Go get the guy. Go get Pierce. Go get George Pickens. One of those guys. You guys got to chill with the Ayuk talk. Please chill with the Ayuk talk. BA is not.
That shit ain't happening. Fuck out of here.
That man looked like he lost his mind, bro. Like Juwan Jennings either. Like if you're gonna bring in Jenny, you might as well just kept, just kept our guy. Just kept our guy. So, I want to put this out there too, man. Speaking of Jacoby, Dante is about to go work out with him this offseason. So it's kind of dope. They're gonna kick it, and Troy Franklin, Denver Broncos wide receiver, former Oregon product. They're all gonna work out together this offseason, which is really, really dope. So salute to Dante, and Hammer just froze up like a stripper. Hammer. Dog, you froze up, bro. Oh, there you go. You're good now. Oh, nope, you froze up again. There you go. You're good. Can you hear me? Okay, I don't know what the hell is going on with Hammer right now. That shit is wild. Salute to Gen X, my guy, gifting 10 OLV Raiders Network memberships. My brother, man, salute to you. Hammer, we good?
Remove me.
Are you good? Okay, all right. Salute to my guy. Salute to all the new members in the building because of my guy, Gen X. Again, if you want to become members, you guys hit the link. It's pinned up top. Salute to Gen X, my dog. Salute to Mando. Do you see Tucker getting 1,000 yards under Kubiak? I don't. I think this is going to be a situation where they're going to spread the football around. I have Tucker with, if he can stay healthy, somewhere in that 600, 700 yard range. I think Brock is going to be the focal point in the passing game. I think Besh is going to have a big year. I got Besh with 800 yards this upcoming. Can you hear me now, bro? We good?
Yo.
Okay. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're good. I got Trey, if healthy, 600, 700 yard range. I have Besh with about an 800 piece. And then Brock is going to be the focal point in the passing game. You know, and we'll see what we can do with unlocking Dante's game and whoever else comes in. You know, I'm just going off what we have right now. What we have right now in the building. So to Richard, man, good to see you, my brother. He said Hammer sounded like the homie you may have to leave outside after the club. Yo,
y'all should have been around for that wild card game.
Yo, like, you good? Yeah, I'm good.
No, you know why? Like on my end, like it looked like you were freezing up, and then it was like the audio sounded really, really robotic, and I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on? I'm just like sitting, I'm waiting, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's hilarious, dog. Salute to Raiders guy, man. Graf, who is your surprise signing in free agency? Man, I don't really. You know what? We'll go bold here. Hot take. Trey Hendrickson.
I don't know how I feel about that.
If
I just had that conversation with
there's
somebody.
an even hotter
ago.
take, Hammer. Only if we keep Max.
It'd be crazy. My thing is with Hendrickson is he is terrible as a run stopper.
He said that's not Hammer. That's AI, or he accidentally clipped on his hub tab.
Yeah, I don't need that shit. I'll tell you right now.
Yo, but that's a hot take, you guys. I'm not saying to go out and do it. I know his market value is insanity. I know he's up there in age, but hey man, if you say we're bringing in Jim Schwartz, Max, stick around, and we're gonna go try and pay Trey Hendrickson to be a little bit of salt and salt on that defensive line. I'm here for it. Why not? Why not? We got the money for it.
Give it up for the vanilla wafers on the D line.
Salute the Ridge. He said you guys have 500 less people that are watching Raiders on Instagram, and that's dope, man. We definitely have a dope community, man. Salute to my guy Ridge, man. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man. That's dope. That's dope. Salute to my guy. We are moments away again, you guys. I can't see behind the scenes anymore. Do you see what's going on?
Yeah, it's showing a player profile of Fernando right now. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up for you guys.
Okay. All right. Big Red says Calais Campbell's a free agent, man. I think he's going to retire out there in Arizona.
Take it back down.
Okay. Well, all right. Let me see. Bobby says it's time to get back to commitment and excellence. This is facts. Hug, you lost your wrench. Wait, what are you talking about? Hug, where you at?
No, he didn't. His wrench is on. I see his wrench right now.
Oh, he said I'm getting smoked by Gino's burner account. Yo, he's stupid, bro. He's stupid, man. He said, do they have a list of who's a free agent? Yes, AR Bowling. Go online. You can go to Spytek. You can just type in NFL free agents 2026, and you'll see a ton of players pop up.
He said 120 mil. Bring in Linderbaum, Pickens, Shaheed. Good God.
Oh, bro, that would be insanity to bring.
That would be fucking crazy.
That would be overkill, and I'll be here for all of it. But you're not going to go pay Pickens and Shaheed. Leo Chanel, I don't think that's a surprise. Honestly, I don't think that's a surprise. You know, Chanel is a baller, man. That was one of my favorites.
No, I love. He played for the wrong team, but he was a linebacker that I really, really liked. Yeah. If he would have come here, oh my God,
I would love it. I would love. He said, but
not
there's
again.
More. Is an all-time graph crash out. You know, it's funny that came up on my timeline on Twitter today for the first time in forever, and I watched it, man. Me and Hammer were having fun. I don't know what's going on with. Okay, you're good, right? You froze up a little bit, but I think it's just you. I think you're like falling asleep and not knowing it, bro. Like alive, and now you froze up again. Okay,
we're tweaking again.
You good?
Nah, I think it's just tweaking again. I'm about to fucking restart real quick.
Restart and pull back up. So the doctor, top of the top, bros. Do we sign another veteran quarterback to go with Fernando Mendoza? If so, who? Definitely. They're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna run it back with Aden O'Connell as the backup. Again, we've talked about it, doctor. You know, Kirk Cousins may be available. It sounds like Atlanta's going to cut him here soon to save a ton of money. I hate to say it. We talked about it earlier on in the show. Gino was still on this roster. And, you know, Kubiak initially thought that he was going to coach him when he signed on to be the OC in Seattle. So I don't know if they hold on to him. I think that's a major if. But Kirk Cousins will be interesting. You know, Flacco maybe. I don't know. He's old as hell. And I'm hearing that Cleveland or Cincinnati would like to keep him around. So I don't know. But Kirk Cousins is definitely an interesting name. Because of the familiarity with Kubiak's system with their time in Minnesota as his quarterback's coach and OC, maybe that would work. But he would just have to understand that if you're going to come into Vegas, you're the backup. That's it. Like, you're not coming into a situation where you're the guy. You know what I mean? You're not. You're here to help Fernando Mendoza develop. You know what I mean? So, and again, he's had very, very encouraging words and spoke really, really highly of Fernando Mendoza. But I'm not bringing him in unless he understands the assignment. Like, bro, you're the backup. And at this point, we'll give you a nice little chunk of change to be the backup. And you can, help develop Mendoza in year one. Jamel Dean. Okay. Jamel Dean, the veteran corner. I hear you. Let me see. Mando says Max for a first and a second, and Kyle. It's not happening. It's not happening. I think honestly, man, with Minter in the building, I know that they can use another pass rusher out there in Baltimore, but they're not moving on from Kyle Hamilton, dog. Like, I'm a Notre Dame guy, and I may be semi-biased, but with him, he's a unicorn, bro. Like, you don't trade those kind of players. That kind of guy needs to retire a Baltimore Raven and stay with one team for the rest of his life. I don't see them moving on from a young Kyle Hamilton that plays all over the place, an all-pro talent for a 28-year-old edge rusher coming off of surgery. I don't see it happening. But I would love Kyle Hamilton. That would be absolute insanity. That is one of my favorite players in this league. Let me see. Gotham, we don't have one. We don't have one. Adam Butler? Adam Butler? He's still under contract. Like, we don't have any. We wouldn't have any leader on the defensive side of the ball if Max leaves. Honestly, who? It probably would be Adam Butler. Scary to think. Salute the Rube, my dog. And again, you guys, the presser should be starting here very soon. Appreciate everybody sticking around and hanging out with us. Wasted needs to bring back the thick frame title this draft cycle. We desperately need a nose tackle. This is facts. What free agents does Cleveland have upcoming? I know they're a young team, so probably not a lot. Let me look this up. Cleveland Browns free agents. I know they have a few offensive linemen that are going to be available. Let me see. So Wyatt Teller, Joe Batoino, I always butcher his last name, but some offensive line. David Njoku, which he already put it out there yesterday. He will be leaving Cleveland. They just brought in Fandon. He's the guy at the tight end spot. Cam Robinson, he'll be gone. Ethan Poche. This is a lot of offensive linemen. Shelby Harris, but he'll be 35 years old next season. Devin Bush is an interesting one. And I believe his market value is like $8 million per. So Devin Bush can be a guy that you can bring in free agency if you bring in Jim Schwartz, who can help the second level of that defense. Who else? Jerome Baker. He'll be 30, though. Rashawn Jenkins, safety. Martin Emerson, corner. Cam Thomas, the edge rusher. Sam Kamara, defensive lineman. Not really too many. Most of these guys, the Raider great Sam Webb, Winston Reed, Anthony Kendall, Muhammad. Yeah, no. None of these guys. Is not enough talent over there, Rube. Not enough talent over there, Rube. Especially on the defensive line. You know, Shelby Harris, again, he's up there in age. It wouldn't make any sense to bring him in. So got to hit that draft, man. Got to get right. But you know what? Let me. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look up some free agent nose tackles real quick. Hold on. Let me see who's available. Free agent. While I do this, nose tackles 2026. Okay. John Franklin Myers is available out there with Denver. Solid, versatile option. Sheldon Rankings, capable interior disruptor. This is coming off of Google. David Amenyimata, Falcons, experienced veteran. Let me see. Let me go to defensive tackles real quick. Boom. Let me see. Why is this shit? Okay. Interior defensive lineman. Let me see. DJ Reader, Daquan Jones. Not a lot of people out there, man. Sebastian Joseph, Cameron Jordan. You know, he's with New Orleans. He'll be 37 years old next year, which is crazy. Calais Campbell, he'll be 40 years old next year. Sheldon Rankings, Shelby Harris, Andrew Billings, former Raider great. I loved Andrew Billings. Maybe I'm in the minority here, but I loved him in the silver and black. And when we went to Chicago, he looked good. Okay, Max is at the presser. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Yo. Okay, not ready yet. Max is in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yo, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. So we're getting some information here that Max Crosby is in the building.
Good.
So let's see what happens today. Let me see. I'm trying to find this. Let me see. I'm trying to see where'd you guys see that? Is it Q that put it up there?
No, I didn't, Dan. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, I even fucking unplugged the router and fucking plugged that shit back in. Like, it is what it is. I'm back. I'm here. I live in color.
Let me see. Where'd you guys see this at? I'm looking at Q's post right now. I'm not seeing anything with Max. Let me see Vinny B. Let me see what Vinny has to say real quick. Max is in the building.
Anthony Weaver's the new defensive coordinator for the Ravens.
Yeah, we know that's mentor side of things. You know what time. Hold on real quick. All right, let me post this up real quick. Max is in the building. For those who are wondering, Max is in the building. Okay, boop, boop, boop. Let me put out a tweet real quick. I'll be right back, Hammer. Hold down the chat real fast.
Yep. Don't bust that nut. We'll be right back. All right. So right now they are showing the media room in Henderson right now. So we are moments away from the start of this press conference. Right now, they're still doing their little, I guess, their pre-presser show. So appreciate everybody that's in here. Whoever's channel you're on right now, do me a favor if you haven't already. Wipe them feet on Graf's side of things. Break them thumbs on my side of things. Hit the subscribe button to both channels. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Yo, Bodega, you're too much, bro. Let's go. Don't start with that. Spyview, what's good, bro? AKA Perk Angle in the building. What's good? Salute to Ruben Russ on $5 holla. The Eagles have any notable free agents? Shorts had a good run with them from 2016 to 2021. Could be some of his guys hitting the market. I would actually have to look at Spytek and see who they have. I'm not quite sure. And I know a lot of people talked about AJ Brown at the start of this offseason. I don't see that happening in any way, shape, or form. I know Graf has said hell no to that as well. Again, we talked about Alec Pierce a little while ago. I wouldn't mind bringing him in on that deal, especially if they're truly going by his market value. Definitely. Congrats, bro. Congrats. Dick Frame, hold on one sec. I'll find it and I got you. Give me 1 second. Oh, there he is.
What you looking for?
Dick Frame said he has sent Super. I'm trying to find it. Definitely don't see it. Oh, here we go. Max and a third to the Rams for 2 firsts and second, and Byron Young. It's not happening. That's not happening.
What was it?
Max a third to the Rams for 2 firsts and a second, and Byron Young.
I believe Mo put this out there on Bleacher Report. Byron Young, man, I think he had 12 and a half sacks this last season, Pro Bowler, still young. I mean, bro, like if for 2 firsts.
He's still on the rookie deal, isn't he?
I think his new deal is up. I think he's up for a new deal.
Shit.
I could be wrong. Let me see. I think is he 27 years old? No, he's not on a rookie deal then. Can't be. Oh no, he did come in. He came in the league at 23, 24 years old.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Year 4 for him.
Yeah, they're gonna pick up that 5th-year option. No, not doing that.
They can't pick up. They didn't take him early.
But they did.
No. They got
I
him.
think Byron was a fucking.
They got him in the third round.
pick.
Remember the whole mishaps between both.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
The third round guy.
Shit.
But he's up there in age. He'll be 28. You know what I mean? This year, and he's coming off of a rookie deal. But I mean, hey, he's balling. I mean, shit. Hey, if you can get 2 firsts, and Byron
You
Young,
said, is that the guy we took the wrong guy in the draft?
yep, yep.
We took Brian when we were supposed to take Byron.
Byron. Nasty work, man. We were at Barcode during that debacle.
I remember we all looked at each other like, what the fuck just happened?
Absolutely hilarious, bro. He said, we did. They turned in the wrong player card.
Salute to the 1,500 in the chat. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all pulling on up.
Yes. And it will start in 8 minutes here, you guys. 8 minutes. Right now, they're just kind of.
Is that his kids in the background?
Probably. I wouldn't be shocked.
So they're probably starting to walk in there momentarily for the start of this presser.
Yeah. So we'll see. Again, we can't show what's going on behind the scenes right now, you guys. We don't want to get demonetized. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. Nothing with him, dude. In the chat is on a Dunsies nuts for some reason. Oh, hey man, look, if you're gonna send him to Chicago, if Max is demanding that trade and wants to leave, and you send him to Chicago, I'd rather give me a Dunsie, one of those young guys. I'm not taking DJ Moore. I'm not taking that contract off their hands, and he'll be 29 years old, I believe. I'm not doing it.
During this little thing that they're doing right now, I'm calling it the introductory show.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about our running back room. You know what our depth chart looks like for our running backs right now?
Yeah, it's Jeanty and Dylan and
Yep.
Zeus. Well, Zeus is a free agent. So
yeah, it's just Jeanty and Dylan.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to go bring in. We're gonna draft one late. We're gonna draft one. I think we're gonna draft one late this year, but we could bring in a veteran as well. We're gonna have to bring in a veteran. Honestly, I mean, shit. Mostert's a free agent. Let me see. Free agent running backs, and I'm not talking about the big name guys. You guys, we're not bringing in ETN or any of those type of guys. Kenneth Walker is a free agent. Nick Chubb, veteran, he's available. Najee Harris is available. Rashad White is available. Javonte Williams, who looked really good with the Cowboys. From what I'm hearing, they want to bring him back, which makes total sense. Breece Hall, you're not bringing him in. Tyler Algier, that'd be a great 1-2 punch. Him and
Tyler Algier, I swear to God, is a guy that name has been thrown out for like the last 4 or 5 years, bro.
Bro, I would love it. And then J.K. Dobbins is hurt way too damn much. But Rico wants to be a number one. That's not going to happen with the Raiders. So I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. There's a ton of names available, though, you guys. We bring in a veteran and go get you one late. Trap guy says Chandler Jones is in the building.
God help us all.
Yo, why don't my membership gifting tab pop up? I don't know, DB. I don't know, my brother. I'm sorry. I really, truly don't know. A lot of people have been donating today, so I don't know what's going on your end, bro. But I appreciate you. Salute to my guy, DB. Let me see. Algier is a starting quality bet for sure. Just not going to start over the likes of a Bijan Robinson or Ashton Jeanty, but he can be a nice 1-2 punch.
I'm definitely looking, like I said, if they really are going to be high on trying to have that two-headed monster in Vegas, it's going to be a workload where Jeanty is carrying like 70-30, 60-40.
Yeah.
So whoever it is that they do bring in, they better know what their role is going to be.
Definitely. Few seconds away here, you guys. Once again, I see Gutierrez is in there right now, chopping it up.
Yep.
Inside the press room. So we should have any second, you guys. He will be coming up in the next 3 to 5 minutes to do our introductory presser here with Klint Kubiak, who flew in pretty much right after his Seattle Seahawks won a championship, which is phenomenal. He really, truly wanted to be here. Spivey gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. My brother, man, salute to you as always. My guy. my God, the Kevin Nash of Mount Shillmore over here. Appreciate you, my brother. On Hammer's channel. I am on Hammer's channel. Not on the old. I don't know, bro. People have been donating Hammer's memberships as well. Trap, man. Hey, go get Rube's guy, man. Go bring in George Halani.
Oh, Jesus.
Bro, the Boise State duo, bro. The Boise State duo, bro. Let's do it. And they're close. They're close. I'm not against that. Let's do it. He was the third option out there for Seattle, and then he got kind of forced into that secondary role when Charbonnet went down with the injury. Ayo talking shit about Halani, man. Rube, where you at, bro? Fight back, King. Fight back. Salute to my brother.com in the building. Yo, what up with my brother? It's been a minute, Hammer. I'm excited for this new regime and direction we're going in. Love to have 98, but life is life. Plus vibes, no negativity.
There you go. Talk that shit. Appreciate you, bro. Definitely been a minute. I hope all is well.
Yeah, man. Always good to see my brother.com in the building. Also, Max is in the building here, you guys. Vinny B put it out there on Twitter that Max is there. Again, he's always in the facilities, right? So it's not a shocker that he's there. Hopefully they have a sit down after this presser. They get everybody, level-headed in a room and have a conversation here.
Yep.
And figure this out.
Fuck that. Go to Ade's Lounge, have a cigar, talk it out.
There you go. Again, man, I think the only problem here is getting him and Spytek on the same page because of the way, they pulled the plug on him at the end of the season. It's clearly a Spytek Max disconnect.
Yes. So. And look, I did a Instagram live over the weekend. I think I was driving home and I talked about that. And I said, ultimately, like Spytek was one that truly made that decision. And I'm not going to be mad at him. Yeah. You're protecting your investment. You just gave him a 3-year extension. Like, you're protecting your investment for the future. You're sitting here with the number 1 overall pick.
Investment.
You're sitting here. Yeah. You're sitting here. You were in the process of getting Klint Kubiak. Like, he was looking at the future. He wasn't looking at the now with 2 games left and where we were. So I understand what he did. Salute to Raider DB on the $20 holler.
Yes.
Could give, but had to drop my love. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much.
DBZ. Always good to see my brother DB in the building, man. Appreciate you, bro, on the $20 smackaroonie, man. Max said he's in the building every day until 2. Yeah, I was there. We talked about that at the beginning of the show. And again, look, man, I'm just excited that he's in the building. I'm not here to say that everything's fixed because he's there. There's an introductory going on and Max is rehab. But maybe today can be a day where they can sit down and try to work towards repairing this relationship so we can keep our superstar edge rusher around.
Do you see the screen? You see the screen?
Yes.
The available.
Yes, George Pickens, baby.
Take him off of that shit. He's getting franchise tagged.
Well, they may franchise him and trade him. Just saying.
But you know how that goes, and that's why I said what I said before. Like, you don't have to pay him right, quick, fast, in a hurry.
And maybe Dallas signs him and they just want the 3rd round pick back.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, whoever's going to bring him in got to pay him $30 million plus. So the abstract, Max has never had a real GM overpower him. Seems a little salty. Could be true, could be false. Abstract. Again, it just seems like whatever happened. And look, man, grown men at the end of the day, figure this shit out. Max, loves the Raiders, loves his fan base. He wants to win. If they can sell him on winning, I think that all is well in Raider Nation, in terms of Max. Just wants to win ball games. And, and again, just like Hammer said, you got to protect your investment, man. A lot of these other coaches allowing them to play 99% of the snaps and shit when these games don't even matter. It's like, what are you doing, man? Get your investment out of the game. He's already dealing with injuries as is. Like, wow, he shouldn't even be out there anyway. I hate that Pete played Brock through the knee injury. Yep. Like, that shit was just like so crazy to me, bro. Like, you have him out there in a knee brace. It clearly affected his game. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I love that Spytek said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take the reins back. I'm gonna sit Brock ass down and put him on the IR. I'm gonna put Max on the IR. We're gonna do whatever it takes to get it done. And Robert, I wouldn't be shocked. I look, bro, the money that you're seeing Myles Garrett got Micah. Oh, here we go. Turn the sound on, bro.
First, a 9-time Pro Bowl selection, Super Bowl 18 champion, and Pro Football Hall of Famer Mike Haynes.
Hey, my guy was kicking with him.
Next,
Raiders Niners
a
game.
2-time All-Pro, 4-time Pro Bowl selection, and the 2002 NFL Most Valuable Player, Rich Gannon.
Richie.
Next, an 8-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl 18 champion, and Pro Football Hall of Famer, Howie Long.
Howie,
Let's go.
the GOAT.
Next, a 9-time Pro Bowler, NFL Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year, and a Pro Football Hall of Famer, Charles Woodson.
Let's go, C. Wood.
My GOAT.
Next, an NFL Rookie of the Year and Most Valuable Player, the Most Valuable Player of Super Bowl 18, the Raiders' all-time leading rusher, and a Pro Football Hall of Famer, Marcus Allen.
Let's go. Love to see Marcus in the building.
And
too.
next, an NFL Comeback Player of the Year, a 2-time Super Bowl champion, and the Most Valuable Player of Super Bowl 15, Jim Plunkett.
Wow.
Got to hang out with him a little bit.
Now I'd like to
I'm not
introduce
fired.
Raiders General Manager John Spytek.
Let's go, Spy. Look at rules, man. You are an absolute maniac, bro. I'll read this after this, brother. Look at Spy, man. Blacked out. Let's go, Spy.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming on a special day for this organization. I want to thank all the great Raiders sitting
All
here
the
with me
GOATs.
right now. It's an honor to share this stage with them, and we really appreciate. I know Mark really
It's a
appreciates it. It
movie,
really
bro.
means a lot to him that they made the effort to come here today, and I think this is a unique. It needs to be acknowledged that this is a uniquely Raider thing. I mean,
To
this
say
is
the
this is
least.
what makes
To
this
say
place
the
special.
least.
So I appreciate all you guys for taking the time out of your busy schedules to come up here.
Love this, man.
I want to thank Mark Davis for entrusting me to lead this process to find our next head coach here with the support of Egon, Mike, Tom Brady. I'm really proud of the process that we put in place. We set out to take our time, to be deliberate, to be meticulous, to find the right leader for this organization going forward. We have a uniquely challenging offseason with the first overall pick and new leadership at the head coach, but that's why it was so
Marky
important
Mark.
to us to find the right man to lead this organization forward. And we interviewed 22, we had 22 interviews, 15 different really quality people that we talked to. They were awesome to talk to. We learned a ton, bunch of great humans, a bunch of great coaches. But ultimately that led us to Coach Klint Kubiak to be the next leader. We had to be patient. We had to let him go win a Super Bowl, which we were more than willing to do. So we're super proud of him for accomplishing that. And, you know, he stood out with his leadership, with his humility, with his work ethic, with his intelligence. We called many people around the league and got glowing reviews on him too. So it made it a difficult but easy decision for us. And I'm really proud to welcome him to Raider Nation as a partner. There's a lot of great things ahead. He can't wait to get to work. We have told him that he is going to go celebrate his Super Bowl tomorrow. So he's going to take a one-day hiatus here and go be in a parade, but he'll be back ready to work Thursday. So with that, I want to thank again the ownership group for entrusting me with this. And I want to welcome Klint Kubiak as our next head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Let's go, Klint Kubiak. Look like my brother Ant. All the GOATs, bro. They all the stops today, bro.
Fuck yeah.
This is cold. This is some movie shit.
Morning, everybody. Really excited to be here. Just want to first off and just want to thank God for the opportunity to sit in front of you guys today. You know, God had a plan for this day that I could never have seen, and I'm just grateful. I want to thank the ownership group. I want to thank Mark. Okay, I want to thank Tom, Egon, Michael. I'm just so grateful for you guys giving me a chance to get to know me better and to give me a chance to come be a part of leading this franchise. I'd like to thank all the players that are here, current and former. It means a lot to me to be surrounded by these great Raiders. And I know that Mr. Davis takes care of his own better than anybody in the league. So, that's evident. That's the reputation that this building has. And that's something that I want to definitely continue to do is to welcome the old Raiders and, to make sure that our players feel supported by them. I want to make sure that I thank my family. Where are you guys at? All right. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
My wife, Tessa, Sawyer, Lane, Case, William, just very grateful for your support.
Wonder if Brady's there.
We've moved
Okay.
a lot, guys, and it means the world to me that you guys have supported me and have stuck with me, and we've gotten a lot closer through all these trials and tribulations. But like I said first, I think there was a master plan behind all this that none of us could have known. So thank you guys for being here. I want to thank my mom and dad. I want to thank Tessa's mom and dad, Kathy Nelson, and her late father, Bill, who I know is watching up in heaven today, and Tessa's brother, Drew, and all their support. I want to thank John Spytek for giving me this opportunity. I know there's a lot of candidates out there, and I know they went through and did their homework, and just spending time with John, I know how important it is for us to have a really great relationship, and just getting to know him a little bit better. I'm really excited about how we're going to communicate and how we're going to lead this building together. I want to thank the interview panel, Mark Thews and Brian Stark, amongst many others. Thank you for your professionalism and for your hard questions that you gave me. I want to make sure that I thank the Seattle Seahawks, John Snyder and Mike McDonald, all the players and coaches there. This day doesn't happen without me getting a chance to be a part of that culture and all the things I learned from those men. I want to give a special shout out to Ken Walker, the MVP of the Super Bowl, who I didn't see after the game. So K9, if you're watching, man, way to go. Proud of you.
Bring
brother.
him in.
Really proud of you and all your teammates.
That might have been a
see those
celebrate
guys
right
tomorrow
there.
for the parade, and then hurry back here and get to work. But guys, I got all these notes prepared, and I've never been really good at that. The main thing is this is no ordinary job. This is the silver and black. This is the Raiders. This is a historic franchise. So, when the opportunity came up to stay in Seattle and continue there, or to have a chance to come here and compete with this organization, it was a no-brainer.
Fuck.
I grew up obviously watching a lot of Broncos football. All right, going against the Raiders twice a year, and the grit of this franchise sticks out. When you hear the autumn wind as a Raider, I can hear that in my mind growing up, watching NFL films and seeing these guys next to me play, seeing Howie Long and Jim Plunkett. It's pretty powerful to be sitting up here with you guys. And I just want you to know that, those values that you guys played with, that's what we're going to play with. It's really important to me that, it's really important to me that we're a gritty team, that the way that they were back in the old days. And how do we do that? Well, it's our silent tape. It's nothing that we say, it's what we do on the field. And it's what the silent tape speaks about our team, how physical we are, our effort, all the little things that win that have nothing to do with scheme. So really excited to get to work with you players, and excited to go turn your tape on, see what you guys are about right now, and then go see how we can get better together. But to be a head coach in the NFL, it is a real blessing. But to be the head coach of the Raiders, it's something that I'm very excited for. When you say commitment to excellence, okay, and you look at the walls around here, you look at the players on this wall, and there's a history of Hall of Fame players here. There's a history of Super Bowls, and that's what the ultimate goal is. But you have to be about the work if you want to get there. And I guarantee you that myself and our staff, we're going to be about the work, and we're going to be very collaborative with the personnel staff, the coaching staff. We're gonna work together so that we're a connected group, because connected teams win. There's plenty of other things to say, guys, but this is not a day to go out and cash checks. This is a day to say hello and get to know everybody. I get to know that these, the players that are here, for me to get to know everybody. Because guys, I just got done coaching about 2 days ago, so I got a lot to catch up on. But I'm really thankful for John for letting me come in here and have this opportunity. And I can't tell you guys enough how excited I am and how grateful I am and how blessed I feel to be sitting in this room. So, let's get the questions going. All right.
Very well. Now I'll open it up for questions. We have microphones in your aisle, so please raise your hand and state your name and affiliation with your question. We'll start with Ryan over here.
So, Ryan.
Ryan McFadden from ESPN. This question is for Klint. Just could you put in perspective what the past 24 hours or so has been like? That you go from, winning the Super Bowl to now you're here being introduced as the head coach of the Raiders. What has these past 24 hours been like for you?
Well, it's been a lot of fun. It's been great. The Super Bowl itself, was a 2-week grind to get ready for that game and just pour your heart and soul into that game plan to see our players go out and have that success. And that's why you do it. That's why you coach. That's why you play. That's to go win a world championship. So that was a complete blessing. And to get on the airplane and come meet everybody in this short period of time, it's exciting. But all these things, all these smiles, eventually that kind of wears away, and then you got to go get to work. And that's what I'm excited about doing, is going to watch some tape and get to know these players better and put together a great coaching staff.
Talk that talk.
And for John, this was for you, John, just like when studying Klint Kubiak, just what about his scheme and how he runs the offense? Why do you think that fits what you're trying to do moving forward for this organization?
Well, I think Klint said it well. It's less about scheme and more about the person. We were very thoughtful about how we approached this and the kind of coach and man that we were looking for to lead this organization on a day-to-day basis. I mean, he talks to the players every day. The players are our most important part of this organization right now. And, when we got to speak with him the first time on Zoom, when he was trying to prepare for the 49ers, and then again in Seattle when he was trying to prepare for the Super Bowl, he just was the right person. And the fact that he can score a lot of points is awesome too. But we were more focused on the person, the humility, the work ethic, those traits above scheme.
Talk that talk, Spy.
Hondo Carpenter on his side right here. You didn't have to come here. Seattle wanted you to stay. Other teams wanted you. So what did ownership and John say to you that convinced you were the guy to bring back the excellence these 6 men represent?
Yeah, I think over 2 separate interviews, I just got very comfortable with John and Mr. Davis and the ownership structure. And it's really they didn't have to say much. This is the Raiders. This is one of the most historic franchises in the NFL with a great history that I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of furthering that history. I think the Raiders really sold itself, but having those 2 different interviews and getting more comfortable with the men in the room went a long way.
Hey, Klint. Obviously, John pointed out that you guys have the first pick overall in the NFL draft. And I know it's still relatively early in that process, but what are your thoughts on Fernando Mendoza and how big did that
There you go, Benny.
This decision for you?
Well, I think just
Fuck the foreplay, Benny.
The resources that the Raiders have, this building, obviously having cap space, having the first pick, those all go into the decision. And as far as who the first pick is going to be, we got a lot of tape to watch before we determine who that's going to be. But I'm excited to get into that process. But yeah, the kind of going back to the last 2 questions, there's just a lot to love about this organization. Look around this building and the resources that we have, our meal room, the weight room, the fields outside, the coaches' offices. I mean, it's as good as it gets in the NFL. Been in a lot of buildings for good reasons and bad reasons, been hired and fired. The resources are here. We just got to go put it all together.
Agreed.
Klint, to your right here. Willie Ramirez with the Sporting Tribune. You spoke about what the Raiders said to you to bring you here, but you'll be the 6th coach since they've arrived in Vegas. You look at the looks on these Raider greats, look on their faces, the demeanor and the meaning of this organization. Why are you the right guy to sustain and stay here, being the 6th coach since, again, that they've arrived in Las Vegas?
Yeah, I think, earning the trust of the building is a daily process. All right. So that's something that I've always been about, and I love earning people's trust, you know, and I got to earn these guys' trust. It's not just going to happen me sitting up at a podium. So that's something that's a process. That's a process. That's a great challenge. Yeah, there have been plenty of other coaches, but why not us? Why not this staff? You know, why not this group of players? So if you look at it in the lens of, you know, there's a history of some, you know, guys that are in and out of here pretty quick. I look at it as, you know, what a great challenge. You know, like that's what the NFL is all about, is competing.
That guy.
So I'd love to go compete here and go get it done. You know, it's going to be a process, and but we're gonna be about the work, like I said. So it's a very exciting opportunity.
Clint, Levi Edwards, Raiders.com. A couple of days
Levi.
ago, you made history with you and your father being the first father-son duo to win the Super Bowl as coaches. So now you're the head coach, and obviously he's a Super Bowl winning head coach. What are some values and things that he instilled in you as a coach and as a man that you feel are going to prepare you for this position?
Great question.
That's really cool. I don't know. Is that a real stat? Is that a real
Levi's
deal?
the demon, boy.
Never heard that one.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. Because 10 years ago, I was at that game watching him win it all. I was coaching at the University of Kansas, and I got to see the smile on his face after the game, give my mom a hug, and give his mom a hug, who had recently passed. And, you know, just to share that moment with him is something, you know, I know I'll never forget. And then to see him after the game
Edwards.
on the same field, and just see the smile on his face was a great memory. And as far as the lessons learned, you know, the thing about my dad is that when I was growing up, he never made it about sports or football. He just always talked about everything other than that, you know, about, you know, being a good person, about being respectful. He showed me what it means to be a great husband and a great father. So those are the things that I want to emulate with him. Football will take care of itself, but the family values is what my dad is all about, and him and my mom. That's what I'm grateful for.
Clint, to your right over here. Jesse Merrick with Silver and Black Sports Network. Kind of along that same lines. I know you joined Mike up there in Seattle in his second season, but that was a guy that came into a new role for the first time as the head coach. What are some of the things that you took away from him about what it takes to build a franchise that you think can help you here?
Well, number one is that he's just himself. You know, doesn't try to be like anybody else. Didn't try to be like Jim Harbaugh. You know, he was Mike McDonald, and he was very convicted. And you know, we all could feel that from him, and wanted to you know, follow his lead. I also saw him be so collaborative with the building, and how closely he worked with the general manager and the owner, and just how clear the communication was.
I appreciate you, brother.
We were all on the same page. He had a vision, and he was the same guy from April to February, and that's something that I'll definitely take with me.
Hey, Clint. Paul Gutierrez here from Raiders.com. You got the three Super Bowl trophies of the franchise in front of you. You got Hall of Famers. You've got MVPs. You got Super Bowl MVPs surrounding you. How daunting or how welcoming is it to be in this situation you're in right now with all of these things surrounding you and with that standard set?
Oh, it's not daunting at all. It's a blessing. That's what you want to be. That's what I want our players to want to achieve. I want them to see these guys, be surrounded by these guys, because that's what their goals should be. They win Super Bowls. You know, the MVPs and Hall of Fame, that takes care of itself when the team wins. So that's what we're going to be about, winning.
Clint, in talking to players that you've coached, men of faith and not, you referenced God when you opened, they talked about your faith as part of the bedrock of how you coach and why that they felt you were trustworthy. Could you let us in on that, and how your faith impacts you as a coach, please?
It's very, very simple. You know, for me, is that my identity, I see my identity as a child of God. I know that I'm sitting here right here because of Jesus Christ. And it wasn't always that way. I've had some great mentors that helped me know the Gospels better. And I just, my goal is to
Fernando, man,
to live out the 10 Commandments and the Beatitudes and let those values show through in my coaching. And I fall short of that a lot, but I always go back to my, back to the building blocks, which is, to me, the Bible.
Love it, man.
Kirk Morrison here, former player, Silver and Black Productions. For you, Clint, you've been around some of the great defensive minds in the NFL, whether it's Mike Zimmer, Dennis Allen, obviously Mike McDonald, head coach in Seattle. what do you envision the defensive coordinator looks like for this football team, and how's that process going to play out?
Yeah, I'm in the weeds of it right now, man. So, we're, identifying candidates and going to be contacting guys and bringing them in. But I think whoever that coach is, it'll be really important that, we establish a style of play, a physical style of play. And that's offense and defense. So I'm just way more worried about how our guys play than opposed to the X's and O's of it all. That's part of our job as coaches, is to scheme guys and help them be put in the best positions. But I want to make sure that we have a DC that is that's coaching effort first and technique, and that a guy that's going to rip into somebody if they're not finishing in practice, because that's what helps you win.
May the Schwartz be with
It's
y'all.
not the X's and O's. They got 17 games of tape on you. It's about how hard you guys play.
Taylor Rocha, KTNV. How do you balance the will to win with the rebuild and player development?
Whether it's a rebuild, whether you're on a returning roster with Super Bowl aspirations, to me, the work doesn't change. Preparation doesn't change. Every team next year is going to start off undefeated at 0-0. So to me, it doesn't change much. Obviously it's what you identify your team needs in the offseason, player acquisition wise. And then once April 15th starts, we're all on the same plane.
Hi, Clint. Heidi Fang, Las Vegas Review Journal. I've seen your work at Christian McCaffrey as well as Alvin Kamara, and I'm wondering what excites you about working with a player like Ashton Jeanty and helping to build his
Good
future.
question.
Yeah. Where you at, Ashton? What's up, dude?
He's in the building.
Let's go, dude.
Very excited about his skill set and what he brings. I got a lot of tape to catch up on, dude, but I saw you play a lot of snaps at Boise. Very excited about his talent. But the thing I would tell him and all his teammates is that it's not just about one guy. We got to get the line on the same page. We got to get our quarterback to get the right run checks.
There you go.
You got to get our receivers to go block for him. All right, so that we can get the play action going. But as soon as our players can realize, that it's a team thing, it's not an individual thing, we're going to be successful. I know we have those type of guys in our building right now.
Harry Ruiz with the Spanish radio broadcast for the team. When you look at Brock Bowers, what's the first thing that comes into mind as being an offensive coordinator from the Super Bowl champs and now wanting to use him the best way possible?
Yeah, where's Brock at? Yeah, I saw him earlier. Brock's already put it on tape, from Georgia to his first couple of years here in the league. He can be one of the best receivers in the NFL, not just receiving tight ends. So looking forward to working with him and continue to build on his skill set. Really impressive player.
You've been with your dad on the opposite side in the division. Now, what would you want to say to Raider Nation now that they're all on your side? They're all excited to have you in the building wearing silver and black.
Yeah, I'll just tell the Raider Nation that, like I said earlier, we have to earn
Raider
their trust.
Nation.
We gotta earn those seats in the stands by putting a great product on the field. And words will not do it. It's our actions.
Hi, Coach Alex Belcastro, Deuce 3. I have to go back to your opening statement where you said your journey has taken you exactly where you're meant to be. Because after being a grad assistant, you worked in the oil industry for a few weeks before you got that call that you never expected. So if you could go back and tell that kid that you were going to be the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders one day, what do you think you would say?
Yeah, that's what's just so cool about today. There was a path that was set out in front of me that I didn't realize I was heading to. But I knew that when you're where your feet are every day, you're trying to bloom where planted. You're trying to be the best at your job, and good things tend to happen. So that's kind of been my journey, is just to try to be the best at my job that day. And then, then you get a chance to, you get promoted with more tasks. You get to draw the pass picture.
my guy go get some water and some
Okay, you
sleep,
did an okay job of that. You get to break down the tape. All right, we'll let you talk to the fourth string quarterback today. All right, you did a good enough job there. All right, we'll let you lead a meeting, and you just keep, you just keep trying to do the best where you're at, and let the rest, take care of itself.
You've imagined this role for a few weeks now, but yesterday you stepped in the building for the first time and as head coach. What can you see from the inside that you can't see from the outside? What did you feel?
Yeah, I've been here before. I came here. We practiced against the Niners a few years ago. We saw the the structure here and what this all the resources that are in this building. Mr. Davis has set us up to have success there. And now it's about us, going and lifting all those weights and using that field, and using those meeting rooms because everybody's got players, everybody's got resources, and now it's about finding those edges and seeing how we can bring our team together, be connected to go produce a winner.
Klint again, Willie Ramirez with the Sporting Tribune. Obviously, Mike knew you had a couple of interviews leading up to the Super Bowl, but in these last 48 hours, has there been a conversation, some special moment? And if you wouldn't mind, the words or the sentiments that were shared in terms of his well wishes for you?
Whose well wishes? Who's that?
Mike.
Coach Mike.
Yeah.
Yes. Mike he's been really supportive of, I can't thank him enough for really everything that he just showed me of how to be a head coach. Mike made my life really hard, and I appreciate that. He challenged us every week as a coaching staff. I thought we had a good game, and on Monday, I hated having to look at him in the eye because I knew all the hard questions were coming. But I really appreciate that about him
every day
because he brought the best out of us. So Mike's been great the entire time, been a great mentor. And just your first question, could you repeat that one?
Just if you don't mind sharing the words or sentiments that he may have shared with you these last 24, 48 hours in terms of if there were any well wishes or they hate to see you go, whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact words, but before every game, Mike, gives me a bro hug and said, "Turn it loose." So that's probably what he said.
Coach Alex Eshelman with KTNV over here. Congratulations. I mean, kind of going off of Alex's question about the oil fields company, you mentioned that what brought you back into coaching when you were telling that story was you got a call from a player, and that was kind of the moment that solidified to you that you wanted to become a coach. Along with that, I loved the story about you gifting your players Bibles. Just describe how rewarding it is to you to develop players, and where do you get that passion from?
Yeah. The whole oil field story, probably getting it overblown because I want my old boss to know, like, I still appreciate the job he let me have. I feel like they're getting raw into the deal here. But long story short is I was a GA for 3 seasons, and you're trying to make what's your next move going to be. You got to figure out what you're going to do with your life.
You guys.
And I was married with Tessa. We didn't have any kids yet, and I just kind of felt like I was letting the family down. I wouldn't make any money, and so I wanted to go try something new. Anyway, I was at that job for a few weeks, and just quickly realized how much I missed being a part of a team. And the reason that I love to coach is to see players get better and see them have success. You get to work with the best athletes in the world, and to be able to help them get better and help them, realize their goals. That's why you do it. To sit on that field a couple of days ago, in Santa Clara and being around guys that we've been coaching since April, and just to see the joy on their face, that's why you coach. So relationships are really important in any business, but especially in football.
Taylor Rogers here too.
When you're in the fire with somebody every day and there's so much adversity, those bonds get so much tighter. And everyone up here knows what that's like. And you don't realize that until you're on a team that doesn't win as much. When you're coaching guys and you're you win 5 games, but on the last game of the year, you're not going to the playoffs, but those guys are fighting their tail off for you, and you're trying to go knock out Tampa Bay out of the playoffs a couple of years ago with the Saints. We didn't get it done, but that's what it's all about. Is trying to help people get better.
Coach Chris Matthews with the CBS affiliate here in town. Just kind of wondering, as a new head coach, and the Raiders having the #1 pick in that draft upcoming here, and the speculation is it'll be Fernando Mendoza as a quarterback. Just your thoughts on the number one pick, the new head coach, the opportunity, Mendoza, just your thoughts on that whole thing and the player that he is. And
Yeah.
I guess speculation a little bit.
What an opportunity. Yeah. To get to go study this draft and we'll come to that conclusion here soon enough. There's a lot of work to be done before then, but it's just
Don't go to sleep,
it's
Hammer.
it's an opportunity to make the
I'm
make the
awake,
roster
bro.
better. Not only do you have the first overall pick, but you're picking early in all the other rounds too. So looking forward to attacking that process with John and our scouting department and the coaches working really closely together.
Coach Alan Snell, lvsportsbiz.com. What are your key factors for instilling some stability at the coaching ranks here in Vegas for a franchise that's gone through so many coaches here?
Yeah, well, to me, it's what happens, years in advance is something I'm not thinking about right now. We're trying to put together a great staff of teachers, and we got to get some really good teachers here and coaches and get us all on the same page and get our players going in the same direction. That communication is really important. I think if we can put together a great staff here and get our players up to date on these playbooks and the things we expect of them, and then let the results speak for themselves after that. But the NFL, you have to earn the second game. Like this league, if you don't take care of business, then you get chewed up and spit out real quick. And every one of us up here has been through that. So I'm going to have to earn the right to coach this whole season, to coach the next season. I got to show Mr. Davis that our program is about the right things and we're developing these players. So I don't take for granted how long I'm going to be here. I know that I have to earn it every day.
Clint, Zeke Stresevan, Sports Illustrated, right here down the middle on SI. I was curious, did you come with the list in terms of building out your coaching staff, a list of offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, other assistants, and how closely do you plan on working with Mr. Spytek in terms of building out your staff?
Sports Illustrated, graph and wasted right there, Hammer.
Yes, definitely have a list of candidates that we're going through right now, and we're going to be working hand in hand on coaches, on the roster, everything. That's part of us being successful is us working together.
Yes, we're going to wrap up with Case, Q, and Couch.
Hi, Coach. Case Kiefer, Las Vegas Sun. You thanked a lot of the search committee and talked about John and Mark Davis, but we heard some reports that you were kind of kindred football spirits with another person in that process, Tom Brady. I'm wondering, assuming that's true, what is it about the game that you guys see similarly, and how will you lean on him during the season?
Great question.
Yeah, I'm really excited to work with Tom, and he made the mistake of giving me his cell phone number, so he might wish he never did that, because I'm gonna be calling him a lot. What I'm excited about is that we have different offensive backgrounds, how we're gonna, how we can pull ideas from each other. But obviously he's the greatest that's ever done it. And in the interview process, just the passion that he spoke with on all things football just got me excited about the opportunity to work with him. So, I know, plenty's been said and speculated about, how that relationship's going to go. And that's one of the main draws to come here, is to get to work with him, to get to work with Spy. These are great football minds and if we collaborate the way we're supposed to, then we're going to pull the best out of each other.
Dan, you're an asshole.
You've mentioned
for
you've
that.
already gotten to talk to some players. I was wondering if you've spoken to Max Crosby, and is he a guy you could see anchoring your defense here for years to come?
I did. I got to drink a cup of coffee with Max this morning. Love talking ball with him, and look forward to continuing those conversations. He was the first one in here this morning working out, so that fired me up.
Q Myers, Raider Nation Radio 920, expanding on the Max Crosby conversation. How important is it for him when you talk about silent film and you're talking about, finishing in practice and all that grit? How important is it for him to be, buy in with you immediately to kind of set the tone in the locker room?
Let's go, Q.
Yeah, we want him to be a part of our success going forward. And there's no doubt about that. And he's one of the best players in the NFL. So that's a no-brainer to get to work with Max and to see him continue to have success with this organization.
Fuck the media, kill that noise.
Kelly Finn with the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Just
Now-
wanted to
now
ask
let
if it's safe
Max-
to assume that you'll
Max gotta live up to that.
continue with the play calling and how you manage to balance play calling duties with everything that comes with being a head coach.
Yeah, I do, but I hope you guys know I've never called a game by myself. That's something we do as a coaching staff together. We plan together, we communicate on game day together. Quarterback coach, pass game coordinator, run game coordinator, that is a group effort. So I plan on continuing to collaborate with our coaches and making everybody a part of the game planning process. Whoever sends it into the QB and he says wristband 13, I think anybody can do that, but it's us, how we communicate on game day will be really important. What was the second?
I knew y'all was about to hit the chat. Horny as hell.
On it, just how you can balance that with everything that comes with being a head coach.
Yeah, well, it's yet to be seen. I gotta go. There's gonna be some learning there, but I'm really confident in, the staff that we're gonna put together, and I'm gonna need some tough love from Spy to give me some good feedback on what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. Have a really good game management plan, and make sure we have those meetings throughout the week so that things don't surprise us on Sunday.
Question. Mike McDonald, I think, surprised a lot of people when he said a good day is getting home 30 minutes before his son goes to sleep. I'm wondering, your kids are here. How do you approach that work-life balance with your family and now this really big job?
Yeah. Well, I would say that that's an area that I got to get a lot better at. I got to get a lot better at. So, my family is the most important thing in my life, and see them sitting here right now and in Raiders shirts, it's a great feeling. Really thankful for my wife for getting everybody here. You guys are missing school today, so. But
they even signed
that's
up
the hard
yet?
part of this job is that work-life balance that I'm still working on getting better at.
All right, thank you, everyone. That concludes our press conference.
Let's go.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
And there it is, Klint Kubiak, now the head coach.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let's get these supers in real quick. I thought that was a great presser. Really good questions.
Ooh.
I'm hyped. Again, the Max thing, man, you guys, it's a two-way street. So hopefully they can all sit down. I don't know if you've seen that, but Spy looked a little when they
next question.
Yeah, he looked like it's clearly, bro, a Max and Spy thing right here, because he kind of looked like, oh my God, not you. You know what I mean? But let's get these supers in, man. Rube with a bomb. No Helani slander will be tolerated. He blocked his ass off on third down. He's high-key the reason the Hawks won a chip, if you really think about it. Talk that talk, Rube. Talk, my brother. Also, man, salute to my dog, Rube, man, just for everything that he does for the channel. I appreciate you so much, bro. Hammer, $2 super chat over there as well from Trucker, our guy, Trucker Mark. Very excited for this head coach. I think we all are, my brother.
Bro, that fucking presser. Are you WWE heads? You see when The Rock comes out? And this is like something he's done over the last few years. Like, I'm feeling this shit right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Fuck, man.
Yep. I'm hyped, man. D Rich, he said a lot without saying much. This is different. Hey, man, look, and his dad's is one of the GOATs, man. You know what I mean? He comes from that tree. You know what I mean? So he knows how to conduct his business and go about it the right way. I love how he was very didn't really elaborate on the Fernando Mendoza thing. You know what I mean? Like, he shouldn't. He just, hey, man, I'm excited to have the first pick. I'm excited to have picks at top of each round, so on and so forth. I love that he didn't go dive into that question. I love the way he attacked the Brock and Jeanty stuff. Like,
yes.
Hey, I love that. He's excited about those guys, but it's about the whole team. The Max thing, having coffee with them and chopping it up with them, and would love for him to be a major piece moving forward. Again, he did everything right. I honestly, I'm going to give these guys some credit out there too. They asked some really good questions. They tackled the Max thing. I love that Q doubled back and asked again, a little bit more to get a little bit more information, because he knows that Q is a Raider fan himself. He's one of the few people out there that actually truly love this team as a fan. So he wants to ask the hard-hitting questions because he knows the fan base is up in arms right now about this whole Max situation. But I just thought this was great, man. And D Rich, I appreciate you on the $2. Rube doubles back. Hey, Klint, how honored were you to coach a player like George?
Such a jackass.
Yo, Rube is stupid, bro. Yo, who's this motherfucker, Willie? T-Moo J. Glazer asking stupid question. Next time he's was it Sporting News or Sporting?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know how he got in the building. Gotta be real with you, Rube. Mando, Spytek looking like old school CM Punk. Laugh out loud. Come on, talk that talk, Mando. LV says we're headed in the right direction. Facts, my brother Ridge. No Duval energy. This press conference, we don't need it. Salute to Chuck. Immediate buy-in. Factory outlet. DeMarcus, a wise man once said, F your adversity. Talk.
Who was it? Who was that wise man?
Acknowledge me.
God damn it.
You are acknowledged, kind sir. Salute to Spivey, my dog, on a $10 smackaroonie as well. Fan since I was 8 years old. Boy, in 1968, I feel the Raider Nation is rising. F, I hope that finally all the nation can experience what I did in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I'm hoping so too, brother, because today, we always say it feels different. They brought out Chuck. They brought out Howie. They brought out Plunk. Bro, they brought out Haynes. Like, they brought the big guns out today. Like, this is no, hey, man, you know, it's good to see Pete Carroll in the building, Marshawn Lynch screaming Raiders. They brought the alumni out. They brought the creme de la creme out.
And how often do you see Howie at any of these things right now with us?
Bro,
that right there, when I heard his name, I was like, what the fuck?
Yes, bro.
Like, this is real.
Yes.
This is real.
Also, his obligations are over now with football being over. You know what I mean? So because I never see him at the alumni parties.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
Never got an opportunity to really break bread with him and chop it up like that. So yeah, bro, to see him out there, I thought that was so dope.
That speaks volumes. That fucking speaks volumes.
Yeah. Meezy, what else did you want? They talked about Jeanty, they talked about Brock, talked about Fernando Mendoza, talked about what else you want? You want his dick size, bro? Like, what else do you want? I'm just trying to figure out what the hell.
I'm fucking done.
I don't know what else you want. Like, bro, what else do we want, Mees? They talked to him about, I mean, bro, they talked about him working in oil. I mean, shit. I mean, what else do you
That's the only thing. And people saw my facial expressions. I'm like, yo, y'all want to go watch Landman? Like, go home and watch that shit.
Yeah, but I'm just like, what? They talked about it, religion, and I mean, bro, like they tackled everything, bro. What do we want here, bro? Like, I mean, what?
I don't. Like they spoke everything except politics, so I love it.
There you go, man. Salute the rule. My mom's told me she let my dad get her pregnant because he looked like Howie. So technically, he's like my step pops.
Fucking done, bro.
Yo, Rube is stupid. So technically, he's like my step pops. Was glad to see him up there. Yep. You know what's funny, Rube? I told this story all the time. My mom doubled down again when I was in Atlanta. She said, "You know, your dad was at a Raiders party when you were born. So technically, it's like the Raiders are my dad." Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love it, bro. Wasn't even at the hospital. Was at a fucking Raiders party for Raiders, Redskins, 83-84 Super Bowl. So yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, Meezy wants the Jerry Jones questions. He wants the hard-hitting questions.
Look, apparently a bunch of y'all sitting in the chat getting hard looking at all these female fucking interviewers like, what the fuck? Y'all chose horniness during the presser.
Hey, bro, shit, man, golly, bro. I mean, what else do we want to do here? But I thought this was a phenomenal presser, man, you guys. We have a really, really good one in the building. Again, he wasn't in there on the rah-rah shit. This guy is going to be technical. He's going to be cerebral. You can tell that he's going to have his own relationship with each player. Like, he just gives me that mindset of like having his own individual relationships with every single player around him.
Yes.
For him to praise Mike McDonald, and for him to also say like, what did he say that I was really high on? He said like everybody has to be on the same page in order for this thing to work. Pretty much. He didn't say it verbatim, but he said it like that. Like, that is facts. What has been the issue with this organization for a while now, outside of not being able to draft? Like, the issue has been there's always problems. There's always drama. And even when there is drama, right, Hammer, like, be able to be professional enough to keep that shit behind closed doors where it's not where people out here are entertained by the foolishness, and then we're looked at again as the organization that is just a shit show.
We're a fucking circus.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So Jeanty's about to go for 1,500 yards. Raiders, Adrian, I got 17-18, 2,000 all-purpose yards this year for Ashton Jeanty. Salute to my guy Adrian on the $2 smackaroonie. Salute to my guy Jay. That was a perfect answer about the play calling. I've never called a game by myself. I love it, bro. Again, right? He's literally saying, like, everybody that comes in is going to have a purpose. Everybody that comes in, this coaching staff, these players, the GM, you know, his relationship with Tom, and how that was a major piece of why he's here today. And you know what? I love that Tom wasn't there. I love it. Like, I love this shit because everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Tom wants to be, you know, the attention and blah blah blah." Tom, look,
You don't want that shit. You don't want that shit, bro. He still has his house in Miami. He still has his kids down there. Like,
yeah.
You know what? It was good that he wasn't there. And again, I love the fucking questions were asked. And in terms of, I've never called a game by myself. Look, this is what a head coach is supposed to do. They're not supposed to be dictators and control every fucking facet of the fucking game.
Yeah.
We have a good one. Let's see who he is going to hire as the offensive coordinator. Who is the guy that he's going to go back and forth, picking each other's brains, making the correct game plan for our offense moving forward with the weapons that we already have in play. We don't even have Mendoza yet. Yeah. We don't know who the free agent receiver is going to be. We don't know what lineman we're going to bring in here come March 11th, March 12th, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Everything looks and sounds really, really good right now. Let's shore up the rest of this coaching staff and take it from there. We're a few weeks away from the combine. And then a little bit after that, about 2 weeks after, is the start of the new league year. And I'm all in.
There you go. Salute to Jay, man. Appreciate you, man. Coming up on 2.5 hours, you guys. We're going to get the hell out of here. I would hate to leave with almost 1,800 people in the building, but Hammer needs to get some sleep. He's been working all night, has not went to sleep yet. I got some things I need to do around the house also before my sons get home here from school in a second. Salute to Rube on the way out. Felt like he was monotone till he was asked about specific players. Then he kind of lit up. He definitely lit up about Brock. I love what he said about Brock. Like, he's not only going to be one of the better tight ends, he's going to be one of the better receivers in football, which is great. I love it, bro. Like again, in the slot, on the boundary.
Look, you saw what he did with AJ Barner in the Super Bowl. Yep. Now imagine what he is going to do with an elite tight end in our guy, Mr. Business himself, Mr.
Bowers.
Can't fucking wait.
I can tell his pressers won't give us much, but I think the players will like him. And that's all
fine. We don't need a showy guy.
Yeah.
You answer some questions, you move the fuck on.
Yep. Chuck, you didn't send me the version, bro, that I could upload on StreamYard. If you send it to me right now, I can actually play it. You want to debut it, Chuck? We can debut it. Can you send me the 4K, or not the 4K, but I tried to upload it. And it didn't work.
Am I missing something here? What you got?
Oh, Chuck just sent me a revised intro. I thought it was really dope. Really dope. Chuck always putting in that work, putting in that pain.
Yeah, we got some work for you, bro. Yeah. No Diddy if necessary, but we definitely need one this season for our games. And then I need a new one because this is year 5 now.
Chuck, send it to my email real quick, brother, if you can. I'll upload it right now. We can play it on the way out. It gives off very NWO vibes, NWO-ish vibes.
We need that shit for Shieldmore, bro. Remember the fucking you remember the video when we first started Shieldmore?
Yeah,
the NWO, the Pinata one, bro.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. And I also have a new Raider anthem on the way, which will be the new song for the channel as well at some point here around the draft. So stay tuned for that, you guys.
Can we make a music video at the draft for that? That would be fire.
I might have to try to get a cameraman out there, man. I don't know.
You know, the nation is going to be incredibly deep in Pittsburgh. We have the #1 overall pick. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane out there for Raider Nation.
Give a few questions real quick while we wait here, you guys. Get a few in real fast. Did y'all see Spytek's interview? He said taking the quarterback 1 is not a sure thing. I mean, he's supposed to say that. You know, again, he's supposed to say that. Honestly,
We're also in Vegas. We're not supposed to show our hand. Come on.
yeah. But again, I mean, there you have. You couldn't say any better than that. But
Yep.
I think we all know where he's going with the number 1 pick. So, you know, maybe he wants to see, you know, or kind of keep people on their toes going into the draft. But as a GM, bro, you don't want to commit to one guy immediately. I mean, what happens, bro, if God forbid, let's just say something happens with Mr. Perfect Fernando Mendoza this offseason, right? And you commit to him and then something happens. I think Spy is smart enough to understand that there's a lot of shit, you know, that can happen in this world. So
you know what, Fernando, do not participate in the combine. You could do your interviews, all that fun stuff, but do not participate in the combine.
I think he's going to work out. He's not going to throw, and I think he's doing a pro day with his teammates. He said that he wanted to do a pro day.
Okay.
But he may go work out at the combine, but I think he's not throwing specifically. So
is that Andy?
Andy in the build, man. This Max stuff is just comedy.
Hi, Andy.
Yeah. Hot One Records, you know what time it is, bro. You know what time it is. I think Brady knows what time it is. Kubiak knows what time it is. Everybody knows what time it is. So it is what it is. Let me see something real quick. Okay, Chuck didn't send it over, so it's all good. Let me I'll put it on the next live. It's cool. It's the same. It's pretty much. It's kind of like the same intro without 2025, without Pete in it, without Gino. A few added players, some new music. So it's dope though. It's dope. I definitely appreciate Chuck for always putting in that work, putting in that pain. But other than that, you guys, we talked about everything today. Expect a Mr. Wasted Talent show later on. I know he wants to talk about this and cover this as well. You know, Hammer will be back in the thick of things here soon. We're gonna be probably doing a show sometime this weekend. So look for that. Also, Stu hit me up yesterday. He wants to do a show. So expect the Graf and Stu show sometime this week as well. So stay tuned for that, you guys. Real talk. And on the way out, what's one player you think comes over from Seattle? I got Rashid Shaheed. I think Rashid Shaheed. I think that's going to be the guy. He played in New Orleans with him and in Seattle with him. I think that's the guy that he wants to bring over from Seattle. Kenneth Walker, though, man, he did shout out K9.
Yeah, he did.
He shouted out K9 like specifically.
Do you think Reek ends up landing here or no?
No, without Pete Carroll in the building, I don't think that happens. I think that his shenanigans in that NFC championship, I think that kind of rubbed people the wrong way.
Yeah.
That could have got them in some trouble. Thank the Lord his teammates, bounced back from it and they won that game. But
yeah,
that could have been really, really bad. So I think there was some maturity issues right there with him.
Yeah.
He got burned by Mac Hollins in the Super Bowl too. He got cooked. I'm a Tariq guy, you know what I mean? But I also know I'm realistic about. Oh, Chuck just sent it over. So let me see. Let me see if I can download this. All right. Oh, I got
K9 is going to command too much money. Ty Montgomery in the later rounds.
Chuck, I just requested access, brother. I just requested access, and that just said access denied. Let me see what I could do. Hold on. Oh, viewer. Okay. Request.
Urban salute, my guy. I'll take Kobe Bryant. Bro, that fucking helmet to helmet shot that he laid out. Good God.
Yeah, bro. All right, let me download this real quick.
Y'all get to see it first, y'all.
Yeah, it's and I'm gonna do it on the way out. But it's clean. I like the music too. For those Northern Cali fans that want the hyphy shit, this is not for you. Again, this is not what it is. Let me see if I can download this right now.
Chuck, we're gonna talk soon, my guy.
Let me see. Boom. See if this works.
Yo, you know what's funny, Andy? I think we had in one of the mocks, I think we had Messidor in the second round. Like I think we were able to get him in the second round.
I think he's gonna be gone in the first, though, little bro. I think he's gonna be gone in the first. He's too good of a player. Oh, wasted. There he goes. SpongeBob up top, Kevin Durant below.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What up, bro? I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up at some point later today too. I definitely am gonna have to get some sleep.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to upload this video real quick and then we'll get rolling. But again, Wasted will be live today, you guys. So make sure you pull up on bro unless he pushes it another 24 hours like he always does. The resident Shieldmore troll, Mr. Wasted Talent himself. I'll be live in 10 minutes, y'all. Pull up. Bump, bam, 24 hours later. Let me see. Okay, it's still downloading. So hold on real quick. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I'm trying to get it together.
He's got a new intro too.
Oh, he's working on some things. Chuck is always over.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of work coming up now.
Let me see. He said, "Haters, send me the link."
Yo, send him the link.
Oh, I didn't know you were at the crib.
He don't pull up to games. He definitely don't pull up to pressers.
All right, hold on. Let me see. I thought bro was out and about.
I was gonna say one of his lines, but I'm like, nah, it's just not right now.
Hold on, let me see. Check Twitter, you goofy.
Well, you stop using IG. They banned him.
Nah. I always send it over to his Twitter. Yeah. Salute to our brother Wasted Talent, about to pull up with the gout. Pull up with the gout. Let me see what do y'all think about this? Hold on real quick. Let me get this. All right, there we go. The Gout Master.
Yo, you effing bum. You the Gout Master. How you gonna use my own shit against me, bro?
Because you got it and I don't, motherfucker.
Nah, I don't have no goddamn gout, man. Get the fuck out of here. You turkey neck fucker, you. This guy is up.
I didn't tell y'all that Wasted, when he came out to Detroit for the draft a few years ago, he had a suitcase just for Epsom salt. Shit was wild.
Bro,
Wild,
bro,
man. Shit was wild.
nah, dog. Listen, man. Look, you mangy looking bastard. You up here trying to talk about some yo, bro. It is funny, bro. Like, yo, like I don't be roasting you like that, bro. Now, did I get on you when you had your Timbs tied so tight I thought you was gonna have a goddamn seizure from your circulation cutting off? Did I say anything to you?
No. You know why you didn't? Because I brought it up first. I knew how to read.
No, bro. I saw that shit, bro. I saw it, bro. I ain't do you dirty, bro. I was like, this joker's out here look like he's, about to hike through the rice paddy in Vietnam with them boots. Well, I didn't want to do that to you, bro. I didn't want to say to you that you had your shits tied like backwards pool cues, them skinny ass boots. I didn't say nothing,
bro. My blood pressure was pretty bad at the Jodeci concert.
yeah. I ain't say nothing to you. I ain't say nothing to you.
I was like, forever, my.
Oh shit.
Yo, what's good, bro? We're not gonna talk too much about it, but how'd you feel about the presser? Just few words.
I mean, bro, it was great, and, But bro, how many times we've been through this? Even since I've been podcasting, right? Like for me, this year, all the hopium is out the window. I need to see some results. I need to see them go out there and really form this team properly, bro. Like it's always, it's like when you buy, hey man, it's a family show, so I'm not gonna say it, but it's like when you get a new pair of sneakers or a new pair of boots, you're real happy. Yeah. I mean, or like when you get a new chick, right? It's like everything is new, it's great, and then 3 days in, you like, man, what the F is this? And listen, Robert Cisneros, man, look, bro. I understand that you have to go and go mix your testosterone and your estrogen together. This juiced up bum, Robert Cisneros, is always talking his crap. Listen, man, I'm trying to tell you something, man. I know that your prostate is shriveled up to the size of a goddamn prune, Rob, but I gotta give you some proof. Listen, man. Let's be for real, man. All of the hype and all of this stuff, all of the things that are wrong with this team are still wrong with it, and they gotta address it. I am not coming on here and he's gonna do this and that. We don't know yet. We don't know. We don't know who they're gonna draft. We don't know who they're gonna bring in and all of that. And I know everybody's excited, and we should be, because we did things the right way. They took their time. These are the things you can be excited about. You can be excited about the process. But I am not going to sell you on Kubiak just yet, because this is the mistake that we've made. I was excited for Josh McDouche. I was excited. I was like, man, they got the McDouche back here. Let's see how it works. We were excited for Antonio Pierce. We were excited last year for Pete Carroll. Oh, we're going to compete. We're going to win now. Yo, I need to see how they go about filling in this staff, because it's late in the game. Who's he going to bring in the building? You know, and then how are they going to address the personnel? Because they have to replace like 80% of their roster.
I think that's what's great, though, is that you can tell they're preaching patience. Like, this thing is not going to be built in one day. You know,
right.
Pete's thing is compete. I win 10 games. That's what I do. You know, and you know, with AP coming in after being the intern, and we won a few games with him as the head coach, there was some excitement because the whole fan base was like, oh, he's a Raider at heart. Josh McDaniels, the Patriot way, won a ton of championships, right? So this just feels a little different. It's like, look, man, the way he spoke, it was just kind of like, we're going to figure this thing out, but it's going to take some time. That's just kind of what I got from it.
Yeah, and the thing is that, you know, if you're a smart person, right, you would go about it from that prism because of what was promised last year. And I think that is, and I don't want to give too much away because you're not going to go live.
No. Yeah,
but I think that that's the biggest problem that we had. Like, because the thing is, for us, when we looked at this roster, we were like, yo, you ain't got 10 games.
Yeah.
Like, even when we were going through, like fucking Hammer had us at 6 and 12.
And then went through the first 4 weeks and said, fuck all the dumb shit. You're looking at a 2-15, 3-14.
Like Hammer, I gotta give Hammer his respect, because we were like, oh, 7-9, you know, 500. Hammer was like, no, we are not going to be a good football team this year, right? And I'm not going to allow my football brain to get blocked by my heart. In my heart, I want the Raiders to go right to the Super Bowl. Right. I always want to believe that it's going to work out. But like, yo, we must not do this, because that's the reason why things get short-circuited in Raider Nation.
Of course.
Because we let our emotions get the best of us.
Well, we can say this, coming off of a Super Bowl win, flying to Vegas immediately for your presser, saying, hell yeah, I'm going to be a Raider, saying everything right, you know, praising Brock, saying that he's not only going to be one of the better tight ends, but one of the better receivers in football, spoke highly of Jeanty, had some coffee with Max, hoping that he could be. I just felt like this one was, it was like, I like what somebody just said, a professional, not emotional. Like, hey, you know, we got a lot of work to do. Like, what did he say? That's what he said. We have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. And I love it. For him to be honest off the rip, Wasted, I'm here for that.
Yeah, I am as well. I am as well, Graf. But you know what? For me, it's all baby steps. It's baby steps for me. It's like, okay, that's one thing.
Rose up like a stripper.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. It's baby. It's baby steps for me. And I was uploading something.
Okay.
It's baby steps for me. Like right now, for me, listen, man. Yo, that sounds good. Check. Good presser. Check.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're gonna do this. Don't waste any time. You're at home. Go live right now.
You don't tell me what the F.
Bro, the people want to hear you, bro.
You effing bum.
Who
the F are you?
The people want to hear you in your wet blanket ass nonsense, bro. They want to hear you say, don't get too happy. Don't get too happy.
Oh, man. See, you're talking about ass blankets, and I'm talking about football. This is what happens when you come over to the OLV, you know, whorehouse of pawsdom. I mean, what the F is going on here? I came in to talk football. You're talking about ass blankets.
Ass blankets.
It's crazy. Yo, Ayo Anthony, you are an effing bum, and I can't wait until I upload my next live, because you will be unceremoniously blocked. You effing bum.
So the man, Wasted got
you're about to be unceremoniously blocked. Thank you.
You got that peak PTSD. Laugh out loud. Salute the Mendoza. Salute to Tony also, man. So great to see Ashton right there. Let's go, Nation. Graf and Hammer, thanks for all that you do and for pulling up early and making my morning a quality one. We appreciate you, Tony, for being here. And also, you guys, go look at the Raiders' Instagram, you guys. Besh was there. Brock was there. Jeanty, Caleb Rogers. A ton of the young guys were in the building. DJ Glaze, our guy, was there. So it's good to see all the guys in the building to meet their new head coach.
Bro, what I'm excited about is the development, because we're gonna see exactly how good everyone is at their job this year, and it's gonna be no excuses.
John Benton, bring that ass to Vegas.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. There's some other guys I want to get into that I would love the Raiders to kick.
Whoa, relax. You gotta chill out, big dog. See, that's what I be saying, man. Like the chat was really horny.
Pause.
The chat was really horny when they showed Shorty over there asking the questions. Now you over here on some whole other redirecting ass.
Man, yo,
you gotta relax, big dog.
Listen, bro. Look, man, I'm gonna need for you to go wash that dirty shag carpet on your face, man.
Save that for your family show, bro.
You gotta
You know
chill.
what's crazy, man? I hate that Waste is calling me out on my beard that hasn't been cut in 2 weeks because you just got fresh. That's wild.
I ain't get fresh, bro. Like, I didn't even get fresh, bro. I ain't even get fresh, bro. All I did was just do a little maintenance trim. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go down on Bergen Street right now and go tap in with Poppy a little later. I gotta head down.
You took me, right?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah. I ain't you know what's crazy? It was too many people when we were in Newark that day. We had to get on. I took you.
I had to hurry up. We did some last minute shit.
Yeah. Nah. I wanted to take you to the Poppy that really get you right, like bro in Jersey City. But yo, this the crazy part, man. Like, yo, I had to take a half day today, vacation. I got some stuff I got going on.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to this, and all the crap I'm dealing with physically, it just went away from hearing, how excited everybody is, man. I love this for us, man. We need to be happy, bro. We had a bad season. Yeah. But yo, you know what's crazy, man? There's one guy who wasn't there, and I'm glad. His name is Geno Smith.
Hold on. Come on, Graf.
What?
One last.
I'm knocking my lights down and everything.
Oh my God, man.
Geno, bro.
Geno.
No.
Yo, Eugene bum ass Smith. Yeah. I had to start calling that joker Geno, but that is Geno bum ass Smith, yo.
Salute to Spivey. Wasted bringing the wisdom of extreme old age. Talk that.
Oh, Spivey, you about 90 years old too, Spivey. You your wooden face.
Spivey showed his age today. He said he was a Raider since 8 years old, and he was there for the 60s, 70s, and 80s teams.
Yeah, so Spivey looked like one of them wooden Indians in a smoke shop.
Oh, Spivey said like Indian in the cupboard, bro.
Yo, Spivey looked like he like a dog from the House of Wax.
Yo, Punches is Graf. When you gonna break out the new green room? When I got the new intro. I got some other stuff working. We'll be in there in a second. Trust me, I got to move things over there, bro. I got to get out of this. I just try to hit 360 and damn near knocked over my whole kitchen.
Yeah.
That's Swag says need to see improvement, at least 6 wins. Canes, we aren't a roster. Because we aren't a roster that should be in a playoff in year 1. Plus, 2027 draft is loaded with talent. Well, let me say this way. We don't know what this team looks like yet. We have a whole free agency period. We have a ton of money, and we have a full draft class, and we have like 20 plus free agents. This is going to be a whole new team in 2026.
Yep.
So, look, we can bring our expectations down a little bit because rookie quarterback, rookie head coach, we can kind of pump the brakes a little bit. But again, we can still be a good football team that can go out there and compete and win some ball games. So I don't know what happened with Wasted. It just says device not.
Yeah, I'm looking. I see that.
But you guys go pull up the Wasted channel. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I got to get something to eat and all that good stuff. But real quick, salute to everybody here in the building. Wipe them feet, you guys. Break them thumbs over at Hammer's channel. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. If you guys are not subscribed yet, thank you for hanging out with us for 3 hours. And yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and put this new intro on. Salute to my brother Chuck in the chat. If you guys need any work, graphics, intro work, anything like that, man, go follow my guy Chuck T on Instagram, on Twitter, all that good stuff. Or if you want to get a hold of them, reach out to me and I'll definitely lock you in with them. So Hammer, love, bro. Salute to everybody in the building. Love y'all. Hopefully a coffee and convo tomorrow. A lot of excitement in the nation. Until then, you guys enjoy this big win. Klint Kubiak is officially our head coach. Love. One.